Hey everyone, welcome back to Thrasher, Skate and Destroy. I'm Insetic, with me again is Blank Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
And Ubis.
Howdy.
And we are continuing along. It didn't really cover stats or all the characters that much last time. I went over to Cyrus just because he's balanced across the board. So, I wanted the recorded playthrough to be, an average experience. Good at everything. I didn't want to have like a terrible balancing stat or a terrible speed stat or anything.
Yeah.
I do like the loading screens. Not only is the loading fast enough, but it does give you some useful advice sometimes, and it's pretty cool pictures.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're on to Washington Square. Now we got 10,000 points to get, and so let's get rolling. Kind of something I maybe touched on a bit was that some of the shoulder buttons are nollie or backside, and so basically you'd hit one of those and then or you'd hold one of those and then hold the flip button or the spin button or something, and that'll give you access to some other tricks to do, nollie kickflip, nollie shove it, backside spin or such.
Yeah.
So that's another way to do different tricks and keep your, amount of points staying good. So you do have a good amount of options, even at the start. And again, utilizing the, not starting the run yet, being able to roll around the level and kind of check it out. I mean, that's something I've said about other games. Like, they just drop you in with a timer and tell you get going, and you're like, where is anything?
Yeah, and then also you can kind of choose. When, where to start. You're like, okay, I know I want to start my run here. So instead of saying, okay, at the very beginning of the level, I have to race over there and waste 30 seconds of my 2-minute timer getting there, That's pretty nice.
Yeah, you can start...
Can I say real quick, the trees and that fountain actually look really good for a PS1 game.
Yeah, this game I think is more technically impressive than Tony Hawk, honestly.
Yeah, than most. Yeah, for sure.
Because
Tony Hawk's visuals, it's like they're pushing the engine to its limits, and you can see.
Yeah.
This one, it's like the engine is flexing in a way that it's flexing the PS1, but the engine is running smoothly.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Oh shit, cars.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit by a taxi. You also don't want to miss the ramp upon landing. That's another kind of small thing where, when you're prepping for a trick and you hit a button on the D-pad to, get that trick ready, it will keep, messing with your character's movement. You're not locked into your path, which has its advantages, but also its kind of disadvantages, especially if you're going up to a quarter pipe to do anything.
Yeah.
If you're doing a trick with left button or right button, you kind of need to, either have some room or,
come at it from an angle.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember that was kind of a thing that tripped me up in SSX 2012. Kind of, a reason why I stuck with the classic scheme for a while. But I did eventually come around to the newer scheme when I realized that, hey, that would let me do, 12x front flips.
Yeah, you can just kind of flick the thumbsticks around and press buttons wildly. And
it's something that I can work with in this game.
Oh, shit.
Again, not as big as the... I'd say about the controls, it always takes one more button than you want to do anything.
You better run, you little reprobate.
Tony Hawk made it simpler, definitely.
Yeah.
Rotten punk kid.
But obviously... that reached a wider populace.
I gotta say, I didn't hear this before last video, but it's really fun hearing 10 seconds before the end, you hear the cop car and you hear the guy saying you better run, you little reprobate, and all that. That is very cool.
They say something different every time, I think.
Oh, really?
It surprisingly does kind of give you a feeling of, oh shit, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is very good tone setting.
Did you hear, first level and this level, they were outdoors, so there was the cop car driving up. The subway level, there were the sound effects of a guy going down some stairs.
That's awesome.
They changed it to specifically fit the level.
That is really cool.
Yeah, so, 4th level now, and it's the first kind of competition. There's no cop at the end. When the timer runs out, the timers run out. But it still works like the other levels. You need to reach a certain point amount.
Oh.
Of course, though, there are some judges watching, and if you bail, they start deducting points.
I see.
So you don't want to do that too much. But just a nice, enclosed area with a lot to do. You know, you'll be able to flex, you know?
Yeah.
I'd say
Oh
this
shit,
is...
bird.
Yeah. This is like a real good level, and once you get going, like a real good kind of example of the experience of this game.
That was weird.
Because as long as you ride around and you keep it fresh, you'll do really well.
Yeah.
You don't need to go for crazy million-point combos or whatever. You know, like, go for a nollie flip trick off that jump, or try to jump into a grind with something simpler.
Yeah.
You know, it's not demanding 50,000 points from you or whatever yet. Alright. So yeah, just like, whoosh. That was...
So did the
'cause,
music,
like-
did new music start when you started your...
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
In every level, you have separate music tracks for free ride, and then when the timer's actually going.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. And you can, of course, change what tracks are playing in the pause menu. Yeah. So, you know, work with nollie tricks, work with backside tricks, work in switch stance, you know, get some spins and some grabs along with the other stuff. You know, it's not a vert-centric game, but you can still get some good air. Go for something there. Yeah, just ride around and see what you can do.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What song is this?
This is Planet Rock by Africa Bambaataa.
Man, it's been so long since I've heard Africa Bambaataa.
Yeah.
My brother had one of his albums and never listened to it. Like he had it, yeah, it was like sealed, and he never opened it. And I was like,
Why did he
"Are
buy
you gonna
it
listen
then?
to it?" He said it's like his friend recommended it to him, so he got the album. But like,
Oh.
he hated the album art, and my brother is the kind of guy who, if you don't make a good impression on him in the first 10 seconds, he just doesn't care about you anymore. Like, and that's the same thing with albums. The album art's not to his liking. I'm not saying
over
that's a good thing. You know, I want to make that clear. I'm not saying that's his finest quality.
Oh, okay, so we're coming up on the last trick. I'm gonna do a sick 360 down the stairs.
Oh shit, the leaves fell. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh shit, 147.
Yeah.
147.55.
A very simple way of handling competitions. There's no math algorithm formula for impressing the judges or whatever. You just have to get a certain amount of points.
And they don't tell you how many
Without-
points it is.
No, they do tell you.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, my score went green once I got 12.
Oh, okay.
500.
Well, but I mean, like, they don't tell you before it, right?
I think they might have.
Oh, so you get to pick a sponsor.
They give you a few options, but you could pick some sponsors. And I'm a very independent person, which is why I selected the independent brand to sponsor.
Hell yeah, dog.
Right, of course.
Indies are the only thing you should ride.
Right. So now we finally got access to some shirts.
Dark green shirt, motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm aesthetic. I love a good dark green. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we finished up New York with that, and now we're headed to Los Angeles next time on Thrasher Skate and Destroy.
Nice.
See you then.